Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Stump the Idiot. I am the huge one, aka the idiot, Dave Koco from DAVCoco.com. We are live on Twitch KocoSports after an AEW Dynamite watch party. Join us sometimes. And we are archived this time on YouTube, KocoSports. We put the video games on Koco Plays, the sports. And we are here with the Idiot Express. The Idiot Express. And we're doing a little post questions here. Boom, boom. Welcome to Stump the Idiot for the first time ever. How you doing, my friends?
Yeah, great to be here. Been waiting to do this for a long time.
Boom, boom. You get crankier as the watch parties go. Maybe we should do Stump the Idiots before the watch party.
Maybe.
All right. First question comes from Golden Star Alex. Stump the Idiot. That's us. How will you remember Rey Mysterio? Booms? I'll let my elders go first. What do you say, Boom Boom?
Well, first of all, it's age before beauty, so
Go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna remember Rey Mysterio is probably the most influential luchador, who broke down the barrier between the United States and Mexico. Some people may not remember this, but when WCW started taking ECW's talent right around circa 1995, Paul Heyman was trying to change things up, so he got on the phone with Conan, and he had an idea to start introducing Lucha Libre, into the United States, and so they brought in, Conan, they brought in Psychosis, and then Rey Mysterio, and I remember he just got my attention because, good God, I just could not get over how small this guy was. In fact, they had him in a match against 911. There was a big contrast there. Then, in fact, they had a match between him and Psychosis. They had a Mexican death match. They had a good build up to it. And then he got signed to WCW, and it's like he broke down a lot of barriers because, before him, unless you were like someplace around the Southwest, you really weren't going to see a lot of Lucha Libre. So he's going to be an influential guy. There's a lot of wrestlers out there who say that they were influenced by Rey Mysterio. They have, his mask is iconic, so that's how I'm going to remember him.
Yeah, definitely. And, the thing is, when Rey Mysterio first came out, it wasn't during the internet age, and it was during the magazine as a tape trading. And people heard legends about him. It's like, oh, Rey Mysterio, he's amazing. And when you got to actually see him, you were shocked how small he was and how amazing he can move in the ring. Nowadays, if you want to see a different style of wrestling, it's just a click on YouTube, New Japan World, or one of the other 800 billion services, Fight TV. Back then, it was magazines and tape trading, and you could build up a reputation, and people got really excited to see it. And when he went to ECW, people were gone insane. And I think he put luchadors on the map. I think, there's the old, John Cena's for the kids. I've never met a kid who didn't like Rey Mysterio, and you didn't have to force it down their throats. So, to me, he will be Lucha. He will be, he went to Lucha Underground. That was cool. He was in ECW. He spent most of his career in WWE. He did win the title. And, I don't think Lucha is anywhere near where it is today if it isn't for him. He really put it on the map and sent it away. And not that, but even cartoons and comics are kind of based off him, So it was huge. It was huge. And the good thing is, because I stopped watching WWE, I don't get to see the downfall. Like, I don't know what he's doing right now. And, to steal something from WrestleMania 24, leave the memories alone. So I think he's probably the Michael Jordan of luchador wrestling. And I was so happy to see his career, and it was absolutely amazing. And yeah, we're just very, very lucky, as someone tweeted us. But yeah, so there you go. Remember that epic Halloween Havoc match with Eddie Guerrero? Yeah, it's like one of the most famous matches of all time, especially for luchadors. And on top of that, it's such a famous match that every few years they make that Rey Mysterio action figure of that match. And him and Eddie Guerrero just had magic in that ring together. So, yeah, I don't know what WWE's doing with him right now, but I think WWE tarnishes a lot of stuff. He won't be tarnished. You know what I mean? He just won't be tarnished. Yeah, so overall, I don't know. Hopefully his son does well. I have no idea if his son is good or bad. It's just he's got some big shoes to fill, and he's absolutely awesome. Let me see. Andy Paps asked earlier, my Stump the Idiot question. Who do you think will be AEW champion by the end of 2022? Booms, you want to go first?
Wow, this is tough because I mean you got to think. I got to think like for the whole year. Like if I wanted to go uber safe, I think I would say somebody like John Moxley. If I wanted to be a little bit more daring, but still within the realm of possibility, I'd say MJF. But if I really wanted to go wild card, that's going to maybe like, okay, this is a bold pick. I would say Malachi Black.
Got it. See, I like long title runs. I'm thinking Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, possibly open that door, Okada. I want AEW to be what IWGP title was back in the day, where it's like the best person has the championship. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I want to go with. A healthy Kenny Omega, a door open Okada, a healthy Ibushi, even Cowboy just holding the title this long would be amazing. And of course, you got to throw in the American Dragon. You know, he's absolutely amazing. So, as long as AEW keeps booking the way they're booking, and the champion is legit one of the best champions there is. Sorry, my AEW just started screaming at me. So you calm down, AEW. But yeah, as long as it's booked the same way, and the main wrestler is a big star, you know, and you don't have to use former WWE guys anymore, and they should just be the best wrestlers in the world. It shouldn't be, oh, he has star power because he was in the Shield, or hey, you know, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You know, it shouldn't be anything like that. Who's tweeting me here? All right, there you go. Hockey community. All right, so yeah. But overall, yeah. I just hope it's someone talented. If I had to guess the end of 2022, I'd say maybe Kenny. That's who I'd put. Or American Dragon. One of those two guys, I think. Yeah. My answer to Pap's question, all right? MJF takes it from Hangman, and then towards the end of 2022, Darby Allin takes for MJF. Let's check back in a year to see who is wrong. Maybe how wrong I am. Possibility. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the safest bet, but I just think there's more talented wrestlers out there. MJF is a great heel, but in ring wise, he doesn't compete with the top guys. Eddie Pap says that's his dream scenario. See, I'm just not in on Darby Allin as much as the rest of the universe. But it would make sense because it's their own guys, and it shows that, hey, we're not Dixie Carter. We're not Impact Wrestling. WWE isn't that special. We can make our own stars. That route, they do that. CM Punk's a long shot? I hope not. I love CM Punk. I bought his shirt, rooted for him. I just don't think he is what he used to be. And, you know, people are like, oh, it's ring rust. But as time goes on, I think it's more than ring rust, you know? I don't think, you know, when you buy a car and you're like, oh, there's a little bit of rust, we can buff it out, compared to there's so much rust, there's holes in it, and it's not the same. You know, I think it's more than ring rust. And I'll be rooting for him and wishing him nothing but the best. But this is a different CM Punk. And who knows? That's one prediction I'd love to be wrong about. I'd love to see the old CM Punk. Booms, your thoughts on CM Punk's future?
I think he's good. I think he's happy at what he's doing. I don't think he's gonna be the kind of guy who says, "Okay, I've got to be the champion. I've got to have a run with the title." I think he's happy just to be back and to be happy, and I think he's gonna get to go wrestle people that he wants to wrestle, and I think he's gonna put some people over.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, he could be a star and never have to be the champ again. Punk could always be a transitional champ. Maybe, but I feel like MJF is more of a transitional champ than Punk. But yeah, plus I'm not a big fan of too many transitional champs. You don't want to be New Japan. Man, remember when New Japan was the fucking sample of what to be? Those days are gone. Those days. You thinking Adam Cole? I'm sorry, let me read that again. I was thinking Darby Allin. This is from Golden Star Alex. I was thinking Darby is the transitional champ for Adam Cole. Maybe. I just don't see the value in Darby as champ as the rest of the world does. Am I just being negative, or Booms? What's your thoughts on Darby Allin possibly being a champ in the future?
I don't think they're gonna put the world title on him. TNT title, they've already done it. Maybe him and Sting could be tag team champions, but I don't think they're going to be as bold to put that world heavyweight title on him.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just too big a fanboy for Adam Cole. No, Adam Cole's really good. Adam Cole's one of those guys that grew on me. I thought he was overhyped as fuck in Ring of Honor. I only watched like one or two events with him because at the time I wasn't watching much Ring of Honor. By the way, tomorrow, Ring of Honor's last day. Booms, remind us. We'll talk about our favorite Ring of Honor memories. Yeah, I don't know. Adam Cole is one of those guys I'm like, I don't think he's as good as fucking people say he is. And then like fucking a couple months later, this fucking guy's as good as people say he is. So yeah, Adam Cole could definitely be champ by the end of 2022. Hell yeah, bring it home to Twitch. But yeah. All right, boom. Tomorrow's the last Ring of Honor. I don't know the price. I'm thinking about watching the pay-per-view. And maybe we'll do a watch party. I don't know how that would go over. There's some great Ring of Honor memories. Boom. What are some of your favorite Ring of Honor memories? And chat, you can answer it too.
It's hard for me to say because when Ring of Honor first started, you just couldn't watch Ring of Honor. You had to buy DVDs or you had to go to the shows.
Yeah.
And then they got a television deal. I think it was HD Net, and that was difficult to get a hold of. And then they finally got the deal with Sinclair. Then I was able to actually start watching them. I think the feud between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole was a really good one. I think Jay Lethal being a double champion and defending both belts at one point when he had that long reign, I think that's one of my favorite ones. God, what else? I like it when they went to Japan and they started wrestling. They started doing some interpromotional stuff with New Japan. But ultimately, I think they had a really solid product.
Yeah. Andy Pap says he's watching it. Do we know a price on that? When Kevin Steen finally won the championship, HDNet is now Access TV. Golden Star says, found some of my favorite wrestlers through ROH. Mostly thankful for CM Punk, AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, Jay Lethal, the Briscoes, the Young Bucks, etc. Let's see. Some of my favorite Ring of Honor memories. The first show ever, we got to see Florida's own Scoot Andrews. I'm glad he got to be in Ring of Honor before he hung up the boots. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time that I feel like the world missed out on because Ring of Honor was just starting, DVDs, like the era when he could be discovered was, and you know what I mean? He basically retired too soon. It was like he was before his time. So I'm glad that Scoot Andrews was on big stage. Roderick Strong going from Florida to fucking superstar and him going. Eric Stevens from Florida going there was amazing. The Summer of Punk, you can't forget about that. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, him and Kenta, you got to remember that. Samoa Joe's title run, and god damn it, Nigel McGuinness. I loved Nigel McGuinness's run, and I loved just this promo, and it's like one of the greatest promos of all time. But they're like, oh, you just spam the same move. And like, he treated it like such a sport that it felt so fucking real. You know what I mean? He was just like, yeah, fuck it. Of course I do it. It fucking win. Why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I do it all the time? And it was just such a good promo because it was like smart fans saying he shouldn't keep doing the same move. And then he was just making it so realistic. You know what I mean? He's like, why? I fucking win. I fucking destroy. Why wouldn't I do it? So yeah, to me that was a special moment. And of course, one of my favorite moments recently was El Generico. Just the character was amazing, but it was like I apologize, can't think of his name right now. Kevin Steen. It was the fuck Ring of Honor phase. He was on top of the world. I apologize, it might not have been that phase, but anyway, he was on top of the world, and no one heard of El Generico. And there was a present, and he just opens up the present. And it's the fucking mask that leads to that ladder match. Oh my god, that was just fucking, I don't know, I was just pumped up. Like, I never had a clip or like a small scene be like, I'm buying the pay-per-view. Like, it was an instant buy. And that ladder match between those two were beyond amazing. Him versus Bryan was gold, yeah. And plus, Ring of Honor always let me watch their shows for free, and they didn't have to. So I was always, maybe that's why they're going out of business. Should have charged me, guys. I would have paid. But yeah. The day Kevin Steen joined AEW and reforms Mount Rushmore is the day I jump up for joy and cry. Steen versus Jericho, Ladder Wars 4, yeah. And they just had some great stuff, man. And it's sad because the last couple years, I always meet up. I don't know if I can do it this year, before everything that happened in the Worlds. I remember I used to meet up with these really super Ring of Honor guys, big brain Ring of Honor guys, and I'd be like, is it worth watching? And I'd be like, I gotta be completely honest, it's not. So, and they got cherry picked. It's kind of like ACW. They say they're coming back, but I feel like for fans, this feels like it's the end. And of course, the Briscoes run is amazing. The Briscoes being so loyal was amazing. So yeah, and Jay Lethal. So yeah. I do like, though, I don't know if you guys watched the AEW post-show interviews. Jay Lethal kind of got choked up on a question. You know, like he's not going to be at this pay-per-view, but you could tell by the way he answered it, it was hard. You know what I mean?
I believe he is going to be at the pay-per-view now.
Oh, is he? Did it change? If that's the case, that's awesome.
Tony Khan said he's going to help out Ring of Honor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because remember, Bandito tested positive for COVID.
Insane. Who's that?
Bandito tested positive for COVID, so they've had to completely redo the main event.
Oh, really? Damn. That's so cool. Eddie Pap says, nah, Sinclair just sucks. I've worked for Sinclair. Trust me, it sucks. As a former employee, I'll tell you, dude. Wow. I remember I was lucky because I worked at television, radio, and I did a bunch of things. I just hustled. The guy higher than me, because, like, you know, Booms will tell you, in news, there's kind of like a pecking structure. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, you're the funny sports guy, but he's the sports host. He's the sports desk. You just go out and do funny segments. You know what I mean? So, like, Boomer will tell you the guy that does the funny segments isn't as respected as the guy who's there every day hosting the show, you know? The guy that was above me had to, after he went off the air, had to be a bouncer at a club because Sinclair wouldn't pay him enough. And people would be like, dude, ain't you on the #1 rated sports show in Tampa? He's like, yep. Why are you bouncing? He's like, Sinclair doesn't pay us. That's why I was like, yeah, I always put like my hats in different baskets. But yeah, Sinclair, you suck. There. Unless you pay me. Then I'll be like, hey, you know, Sinclair ain't so bad. I sold out. But I think if your lead sports guy has to bounce at a bar, you might not be paying your employees enough. This was 20 plus years ago, though. I think the Briscoes are going to be doing the indies for GCW. Yeah, I hope to see him in AEW. Hell, I'd like to see him anywhere. If Tony Khan buys ROH, we need to build a statue for him. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that Tony Khan buys it, and then we could build an AEW network. That would be nice. After they bought multiple TV networks, yeah. Who remembers the rumors a few years ago, but Impact buying ROH? I remember that. too edgy for AEW, in my opinion. Possibility. Yeah, you might be right about that, to be fair. But I don't know. Do you think they could tone it down just a bit? I mean, because what's his name? Who's the Combat Zone guy feuding with Mox? People said the same thing about him. Do you know who I'm talking about?
You're not talking about Janela, are you?
No. I'm talking about an AEW guy that teams up with Mox, and he's amazing at cutting promos.
Oh, shit.
I can't think of his name. It's right there. He wrote a column. I know everything about him except his fucking name. Eddie Kingston. Yeah, people said the same thing about Eddie Kingston. Yeah, Nick Gage was on. Yeah, they lost Domino's. Rumor has it WWE ratted him out. Domino's, look at this. Fuck you, Domino's. Pizza for life. Actually, I probably would have worked Domino's more. I'm kind of an asshole. I'm like, I think that's bullshit what you did, Domino's. I'll take 2 pies. I'm not an activist. Domino's, Pizza Hut both suck. In Japan, it's really hard to find pizza and it's overpriced. I can't wait to go back to America and have real pizza and have decent prices. I had pizza for dinner tonight, so this is topical. Cowabunga! We'll be doing Tokyo Ninja Turtles franchise in a little bit. All right, Golden Star, Andy Paps, thank you for making this segment amazing. Boom Boom, do you have any thoughts before we let you go for now? Before I let Boom Boom talk, I like introduce you and be like, Boom Boom, wait. Boom Boom, come here, wait. Boom Boom, come here, wait.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how that goes.
I love you, Boom Boom. YouTube, from now on, we're just going to do these Stump the Idiot type videos until I have more free time. I'm about to do Christmas break, I'm about to retire. We just got partner on Twitch. The hockey community is 100% supportive. Right, guys? Right. But next, we're going to focus back on YouTube, and we're going to try to make YouTube great again. That is not a political joke. And yeah, so there you go. I love you guys with all my heart. Boom Boom, I want to say goodbye to YouTube because we're probably going to switch over soon in Twitch.
All right, sounds good. So everybody have a good weekend.
Awesome. Like, comment, subscribe. Just YouTube. With that, YouTube. Check out twitch.tv/KocoSports. Twitch. Make sure to like the videos. We gotta fight the algorithm. Algorithm, we're coming for you. We're coming for you, algorithm. Just YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. With that, I am over. Hey.